What's up, fools? This is the Unaverage Podcast, episode 21. 21. Episode 21. We are here with another comic today. We have Shawn.
Hello, guys.
Woo!
My name is Shawn Persaud, and I am a comic.
Woohoo!
Woo! Yeah, we all met up in stand-up 1 together. And right now
Yes.
you're taking improv.
Improv 2.
Yeah, how is it so far?
I like it. It's very different from Improv 1. For those of you out there who've taken Improv 1 at the Second City, you know that you could just like jump into it. You could act a fool, and everyone would laugh, and you'd have the time of your life.
Yeah.
But Improv 2, it focuses more on logic and performance-wise. So by that, I mean, if you're holding an item, you're holding an item until you put it down. If you're in a setting, make sure you know where you're going. Make sure there's a path. You remember that path. And using a lot of your peripheral vision to really like visualize what's around you. Make notice of like what your actors are doing, because you have to work really fast, and you have a split second when somebody's like on the side by your eye in your vision, right?
Yeah.
And you just have to adapt so quickly. And the teacher that we have, the instructor, he's kind of like hard on us. Like if we mess up,
hardcore improv.
yes,
Yeah.
it's more intense. The teaching style, maybe it's just our instructor, but it's pretty intense. Like he'll call you out right there and then. Like if you have an item in your hand, and then for some reason your hand opens up, he'll be like, "Why'd you drop the item?" Just right in the middle of the performance.
Wow.
But I mean, sometimes like I guess that's the best way to teach for some people.
Definitely.
Because it's like if you do the whole thing and then you go back.
Yeah.
Some people
And
might
to treat
miss
it
notes.
seriously as well,
Yeah.
right? Like to be like, we're going to really do this and like really get into it, especially in improv, because improv, it goes all the way up to improv 5. Am I right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so this is 2 out of 5 that you're on. Do you have to do a show at the end of it or anything?
Is
I
it?
don't
Yeah.
think so.
No?
At the end
No.
of this class?
Yeah.
The improv? No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you take
Yeah.
improv 1 before stand-up 1?
Yes.
Okay.
And I tried
okay.
to take improv. I tried to take all 3: stand-up 1, improv 2, and acting 2. All at once, but they all like misaligned with each other.
Right, yeah. I was doing improv 1 at the same time we were doing stand-up 1.
Were
And it
you?
was, I was doing it at the same
You
time.
like never
yeah.
mentioned that at all.
Yeah,
Rihanna was like roasting.
Yeah,
that
they
were just,
like, improv.
Because she was roasting, because also like just for like some context, in the basement of Second City, we have where we were learning. There were these air vents that ran through, and they were like exposed air vents. But the air vents, whatever it was, went straight to the fucking mouth of whoever was like doing improv.
I remember that.
So it's always really, really loud, and you can hear them singing and screaming, and it's like 10 people screaming at the top of their lungs. So Rihanna would always be like, "Fucking improvisers," and just rip the shit out of them. So
She'd be like a
no, I kept that
stand-up.
very quiet.
Yeah, she'd be like the stand-ups of the cool kids.
Yeah, plus I missed the first 2 classes as well, so I already felt like she hated me. There was no way. Yeah.
But yeah, what was improv 1? You guys both took improv 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Same.
No, 'cause you did it
instructors?
before.
No, I took it in January.
Oh,
Yes.
During that January, like February.
And everything was
Yeah.
like still kind of closed. Eh?
Yeah, everyone had masks on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Looking back now, of course.
Yeah.
And even doing the acting thing, like our teacher he wasn't anti-mask, but he just hated the fact that like we had to wear masks because there's so much going on.
You have to read
around
what the
here.
other
Yeah.
person's doing, how they're feeling.
And then
like,
he would like tell us to like, oh, like act happy or act sad. Or,
I know you can use
this
your
is
Doing your
eyebrows.
eyes.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like happy eyes, sad eyebrows, happy
Yeah.
eyebrows. Yeah. The only thing I can do with eyebrows is like surprised and angry. That's it. Yeah.
Like questioning, like that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
question, or you can do like the rock or something. I guess,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I can't do.
Up,
I look
down.
like I'm having a stroke.
Can Jack Black do that? Remember School of Rock? He was like.
Oh yeah, he
doing
does the.
this?
Can he do that? Oh yeah, he can do
He's
that
doing
like
like
the.
this. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can do like the worm. That's fucking cool. That's hot.
But yeah, improv 1. So what was it like for both you guys?
It's really, really fun.
It's really...
I would ask you a question. Did you think that your improv 1 helped you with stand-up 1? Because you did them. I felt that they helped when I was doing them at the same time, but I was learning a lot at the same time, so I couldn't really tell what was from what.
Yeah, what was what? Yeah.
Yeah, but for you did one then the other. So did you feel like one helped you get into the next?
I kind of felt that like because I took a break from improv
Yeah.
while doing the stand-up, I kind of put away the improvised skills and of like being loud and out there.
Yeah.
And I kind of just like hit that away. Whereas like with stand-up, you can be more quiet and intimate. And for me, going back into the improv too, I kind of just had to like
Yeah.
work just took a little bit harder to bring that out and loud, proud side of me out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
sure.
I mean, with stand up, you're just sitting there, or you're standing up, and you're having like a conversation with the audience, right?
Yeah,
Whereas, like, you're not just
basically.
like
Yeah, and
Or
it is
something like
completely
that.
two different skills, but I really felt that like there was that with improv. I don't know about like what improv 2 is like. It sounds a lot more technical, but
Mm-hmm.
improv 1 was definitely the only thing they were trying to get across was don't let fear of failure or fear of looking
Yeah.
stupid get in your way.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Just do
matter.
it.
Just do it. Just be strong and wrong. So like it was a lot of games of like name a song and then you'd be like and you'd be like it doesn't. You can make one up. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. No one will care. Just say some words. But
Yeah.
it's so funny how like if you go to someone like rapid fire, what's your favorite song? Everyone goes like they really. Like as if they're gonna betray themselves if they don't get it right, or the other person's gonna be like, "No, it's not. It's the Killers, Mr. Brightside. You fucking idiot." Yeah, which is weird, but I found that really helpful to be like go out and just do stand up. Like no one cares if you're wrong or if you mess up or forget.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like with stand up, having the improv skill is so good to have.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
like,
for sure.
what if you kind of stumble?
yeah.
Or like you forget, you can just improvise something right
Yeah.
there and then. While
or you get a
thinking of-
heckler, or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest one with
That's
the
the biggest-
hecklers.
oh,
yeah.
You gotta have to like
Crowd
improvise
work.
an insult like back at them.
Yeah,
and make it like hit.
straight away.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
about like 2 minutes later, and then you're like, oh fuck.
And it's
I
like,
my
should've
God,
that
I'll
was
be
a
in the
good one.
Yeah, I'll be in the shower like 2 days later, like, God damn it!
Damn it, where is
Yeah.
he? I need him back again.
Did
Putting
you
up posters around
you guys-
Toronto. You seen this man?
Yeah, right?
I've got a great comeback for him.
Did you guys do any improv at all during your set? Like, did you guys forget anything?
Oh, I fucking
at certain
did. I
points?
forgot everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did you improv?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What'd
Big
you
time.
do?
So I
I just want to
walked-
say,
yeah.
sorry,
Go on.
your improv during when you messed up,
Yeah.
it was so flawless.
Oh, thank you so
It
much.
was so good. Like you caught yourself, and you got back on like the horse to ride. I was like, wow.
Oh,
Looking
thank
back
you.
at the playback, I'm like, whoa. That
Yeah.
was good. You made jokes as you were trying to like find your material. And
That's
I'm like,
right.
That's
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
So I really appreciate that. Thank you so
No
much because I like felt so bad about it afterwards. I really really wanted it to go well. I put so much pressure on myself, and I got to the point of like I don't know about you guys, but when you're like writing jokes, if you're ever like rehearsing it, I rehearsed it to a point where if I missed one single word, the whole thing just fell apart, or like I fell apart.
Yeah.
So I put way too much pressure, and I walked right out on stage. Couldn't see anyone. The lights were blinding. I could only see the first 2 people in the crowd, and then which really threw me off, and I forgot my first joke straight out the gate. And then from there, my second joke, third joke, and fourth joke all have to do with the first one. So I lost like the keystone. I thought the whole thing was going to fall apart.
Yeah.
And then I just kept making jokes about like, I can't believe that I forgot it. And like saying I rehearsed, I practiced. I even like told some people, I was like, I bought this t-shirt special for it. I got my hair cut like 2 hours ago. I was really looking forward to it. And then I just made a bunch of jokes about me smoking meth before the show.
Oh,
And then-
that's good,
Yes, I
dude.
remember.
Yeah, I was like, God, I shouldn't have smoked all that meth. And then I kept like, I had the thing in my back pocket, and I kept making a joke about like, because I had to do it 2 or 3 times. I like found my flow, and then halfway through forgot again. And then I was like, oh, fuck. But then I was in the corner with the microphone just sort of whispering to myself. And I was like, right, yeah, they like that joke. That was good. And people like behind me were laughing because they,
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
because it was like, and then it was me being, you're a fucking idiot, you're a fucking loser, you fucking loser, you fucking forgot everything. But the joke's going well, I think, as long as I just remember the next few ones. And then that was it. Like people were laughing, this little conversation I was having with myself. Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
It worked
very
out.
good,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, one of my friends, he mentioned you, and he was talking about how like you were doing like it looked like it was part of the bit.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
so happy
It
to
did.
hear.
It meshed so well. It felt organic.
Oh, thank goodness. That's really, really good. I had a couple of people come up to me and say that. They were like, oh,
Oh,
how
yeah?
did you, that's so meta how you you forgot your bit. Was there anything written on that sheet of paper? I was like, yeah, dude, like all of my jokes. I forgot everything. Yeah. It was so bad. But I was thinking about getting that little piece of paper framed.
That'd
and
be
then
cool.
just something underneath it to be like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's
Oh, yeah.
fine. If you forget your jokes, it's fine. You're going to be okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what was Monica saying the other day? Like she
Yeah.
was like, as long as you're average or something like that. Or
Yeah.
aim for average.
Aim for average and everything else is a plus. Unless you
Yeah.
do less than average, in which case you fucked up. But
Yeah.
it's like, I'm not scared of doing average. I'm scared of doing really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if I'm aiming for average and I make a mistake, I'm going to fall on my face. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done any more stand-up since? Because everyone was talking about how good yours was.
Really?
Everyone. I brought like 17 people to I fucking sold out half that show. Which is another reason why I think I forgot. It was like I could hear my friends out in the crowd. Yeah, and I was like, oh no.
Want to know something? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody about my show.
So no one that you knew was in the crowd?
Yeah.
Really?
So when the host, Leanne, was like, who's here to see Shawn? I'm like, this girl would do this to me. And I'm just like, holy shit, no one's gonna clap. But then I guess like some people came through and was like, whoa, I'm just like,
yes, yeah, that was all of my friends told me afterwards. They were like, every time somebody like would say who's here for so and so, because a couple of people just brought like their mum and dad, and then that was like it. So they would shout for every single person.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is
so good.
Which is thank goodness, because if it was, it would just be cruel. Otherwise, like if you didn't, because you didn't bring anyone either, right?
I brought like 4 people.
Oh, you did.
I didn't tell a lot of people.
Yeah.
I bought like the last couple tickets actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't bring a lot though.
Okay, nice. Yeah. No, they all said like how much of a standout performance yours was. They went through a few people. Joe, you were on it. They loved Shawn. They loved Justin.
Yeah, Justin
was great.
Justin
Great
was
opener.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Justin was
they love
great.
Paul as well. Yeah. Paul's sort of like offbeat sort of humor. Like,
Yeah,
he's so funny.
I love him.
That's what we were saying earlier, bro.
We were talking about it with him. It was so funny to be like, how did you come up with this? And he was like, my what? And we were like, oh shit, no, that's just how he is.
But yeah, have you done any stand-ups since then? Or?
No, I just don't know where to go for like open mic.
Oh, we got a whole
Sure,
list.
we got a list for you. We
Please
can,
tell me.
yeah.
But like the thing is, like I don't want to go alone.
Yeah, no, we'll go with you.
Yeah,
we
for
tend
sure.
to. We did one. When was it? Last Thursday.
Thursday, but that one was terrible.
It was fucking awful.
We'll go to anything
again.
but
Did
that
you guys
one.
perform or
Oh, yeah.
like?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
What was the crowd like?
It was
Oh,
like
it was
just
bad.
comics.
Yeah.
Just comics waiting to go up. So like no one was really listening.
It was really, really late as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got there at 9:30. You had to sign up by 9:30. But then, like most open mics, is just sign your name up on a sheet. You get started straight away. This one was you had to watch all of the professional comics first, or the guys who've been doing it for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you would get up, but we didn't know how many people were going to be on. So from 9:30 until like I swear maybe midnight. It was a really long time. We were just watching stand-up comics, and they were good, but they were all, and we were also like sat in the front row, and they were we told someone that we were new, and word spread really quickly. So the entire time they were just talking right to us and like making fun of us for being new. And,
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
They're really like that, eh?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one was.
But every other
Which
open mic
place
I've
other
been
one
was
is
to-
this?
Oh my god, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
But it was, I think it was just like real, because everyone has told me that like that is a great place to go. I think it was just a
is
really
it?
weird night. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but we have a whole list for you, and I've been to like every other one that I've been to, other than that one singular one, was really friendly, really supportive, really welcoming. It's been really, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of those 3 things, you said you're doing, or you wanted to do, I don't know if you're still doing acting, stand-up, and improv. Which one are you kind of like leaning more towards?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Each time I take one of these classes, I'm always like,
You fall in love with that one?
yeah,
This
I
is
fall
the
in love
one.
with it. This is
Yeah.
the one. But I think I want to do a mixture of like all 3.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe be like a comedy actor or something.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
like get started in
that'd be
stand up or do improv and mesh into comedy or mesh into acting.
Well, that's definitely my dream as well. Like I always say to like Joe, my dream would be to be Phyllis in The Office. Like I don't want a major role, but if I can,
good.
yeah, get enough
Something memorable.
Something memorable. I'm sort of like in the background somewhere. I'm still being paid like a fucking football star or whatever. I'm really not having to do anything. But I think that would be my dream trajectory. Would be like get enough notice that stand up that I start to get auditions, get a role, and then easy breezy straight to retirement, hopefully.
It's something I've always wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to be like an actor, but I didn't really realize that until maybe like the last few years of my high school.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of sucked because I fell in love with drama, with acting.
Yeah.
And I'm
for
like,
sure.
I think this is what I really want to do.
So like proper acting, not just comedic acting.
But like I didn't want to go to like a traditional school.
Okay.
I always felt that like the best kind of acting you could learn from just maybe watching movies or television, or maybe
Yeah.
emulate that, or just get out there and audition and you'll pick it up as you go.
Yeah.
Like, that's not really the case. Sometimes for some people, but like, you know, really taking like the acting lessons and the improv and all the stand up and just getting like into that whole pool of like performing.
Yeah.
You really see how that there's a structure to all of it.
Yes,
and
definitely.
how you can just, I don't know, you can't just go out there and, you know, read lines to a camera or something.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely like a whole structure where the emotion, the intentions of whatever you're performing can help and really make your performance that much better, right?
Yeah. And it's difficult as well. I did one TD commercial where, and like I had one scene where I just had to act surprised, and I tried to do it with Joe, and he literally was like, "You look like a sim." Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Can you do it again?
Yeah. Okay. So like, just I don't know, make a bang or something. I'll. Oh! I like my hands go up like a nan. I'm like, oh my god! I look like Kermit the Frog when he's like running around. I've got like these little wavy arms. Yeah, I was so bad, and then. Eventually I did get it because I like threw my pen up in the air, like everything went up in the air. I like cocked my head back so my head was actually like, you could just see my chin, and then basically if you could see my face, nothing was happening because I was like, I'm so bad at this. But it's really, really tough. Like, I thought it was going to be the easiest job in the world, and then somebody was like, act shocked, and I went, and they're like, that's terrible.
You kind of honestly, like, when you see all the equipment, I feel like you get like, you have to take a step back and you're like, this is some serious shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is really not like, you know, you talking to your friends and like you fooling around. Like, no, this is like, money is involved.
Yes.
Like, careers are involved. Like, they picked you for a reason now.
Now go.
Do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, when they tell you to, not like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna... Like, there's none of that here. Like, it's action, go.
You're like, where's my trailer? I need only blue Skittles and only brown M&Ms. Yeah.
One day.
One day. Oh my god, not too far away, I'm sure. Like, that's so cool. Are you still doing like acting classes at the moment?
No.
Okay.
I just can't find something that works around like my work schedule.
Yeah.
Because I work Sunday to Wednesday. And I'm on the graveyard shift.
Ooh.
Oh,
so
yes.
So that's why whenever I would come in for like Tuesdays, I would take like the day off or the day previous.
Right.
Just so I had time.
Yeah.
And also to like, you know, write my premises and
to like do all the homework stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna do work in an office though.
No, I work at
an MLM, like an office work.
Yeah, no, that was before. That was before.
Oh,
that was 2017.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot of time has passed. But that whole MLM thing, the Amway thing, it was only for like maybe 2 weeks before they started. Like, I don't know, it was so weird.
Got in, got a great story, got out. Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy because they want you to like come to like these meetings like twice or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The first meeting, I was like, okay, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Second meeting, they're like chanting to become millionaires and financial freedom. And I'm like, oh my god, this is
like, oh no.
God.
Yeah.
They use cult tactics, you know that?
Yeah.
Like there's like this whole YouTube video done. It was by this guy named James Janney.
Mm-hmm.
He basically broke down how MLMs use the same exact tactic as cults.
That's what I was
And they
thinking
say, like,
about.
There's at one point it's just like, your friends are getting in the way of your success. If they're not supporting your dream, cut them off. That's one part.
Isolate
but
you.
It's like a whole list of shit to do.
Yeah.
Like, they do a sequence too.
Yeah.
And the people in it, like, they don't know that they're brainwashed.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, whenever they would do these like chants or like repeat all these like terms, I'm just like, they're kind of like brainwashing.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who like had to do like a speech. And he was talking about like, and my friends think I'm being brainwashed, but you know what? Too bad for them. I know that I'm going to be a millionaire one day. And I'm like, dude.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh my God. Like, I need to leave.
Oh God.
I need to make up an excuse. Say, somebody's
Get
dying.
out of this. Chew your leg up that bear trap. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Holy shit. So it's like a pyramid scheme. This thing?
MLMs are essentially legal pyramid schemes. The way they make it legal is they attach a product or service connected to it.
Okay.
So pyramid schemes, like, it's just like, okay, recruit this guy. Do you guys remember on Instagram a couple years ago? It was like that purple circle and then like a darker green hexagon and then like other green circles.
No, I didn't see that.
This was like back when I was in high school, so like a couple years ago.
No.
No. It was basically like if you unraveled the circle, it was a pyramid. So essentially, I'm like messaging my friend. I'm like,
They're trying to help you out.
This is literally a pyramid scheme. Like, unravel this fucking circle.
Yeah.
It's a pyramid. Like, because it was just like, $20 to buy in, and then when you get to the top of this, you get $900. Okay. I'm like, how does that work? Please explain to me how that works.
Yeah.
And then there's just like, then when you bring someone in, you get more money. I'm like, that's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
the
maybe
top
underneath
prize
you,
is
you'd be
like
on top.
some like beach house or a BMW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But MLMs now, they're essentially, they do the exact same thing. They're like, this is another way you can make money, like by bringing people. But we sell these health products, or we sell this product. I once sat in. This was like during peak COVID, so I had nothing to do. So I sat in like this meeting for like 3 hours.
Whoa.
This girl explaining the whole thing.
Okay.
I already knew it was a scam from the beginning.
Yeah.
Did it sound like more of a scam, or were you a little bit like,
No,
actually,
I'm very like.
this sounds okay.
Did you want to play along with them?
Yeah, I always play along with the scams, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have to like question them and be like, what did you do before this?
Yeah. I'll be like, you honor his financial freedom. I'm like, this is not the way to make financial freedom.
Exactly.
I mean, like, it is, I guess. They actually, what was it? They calculated it. So if you had a pyramid scheme or MLM going for you, if you go 8 levels down, so it's like one person and then 2 people. That's like your pyramid. And then those 2 people bring 2 more people. If you go 8 levels down, that's like the entire the entire population of the United States.
Yeah.
If you go 11 layers down, it's the entire population of the world.
Oh,
so
damn.
it's physically, like, it's literally impossible to succeed in a pyramid scheme. But people still bring you in because they're selling this dream of financial freedom.
Oh yeah, which
But
everyone wants.
They sell it to like people who have low income or just people who kind of have shitty jobs, and they're just like, I want to do something better. I want to do something better with my life. But then
and they like guilt trip you too.
They guilt trip you.
Yeah.
And just like, don't you want to buy your mom a house?
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Yeah.
A guilt trip would work on me. Yeah. I'd be like, no, fuck you. I don't want to be financially free. I want to be poor forever. And then you don't want your mum to be happy though. I'd be like, well, I mean,
yeah. They use the parents. They use the they try to like gaslight you for hanging out with the people that you hang out with.
Yeah.
Like it's
they
horrible.
have like awards on their wall, but it's like from them, like from their own company. It's just like, what? How does this have any recognition at all?
Exactly.
The employee of the month is just a dude shaking his own hand.
Yeah, right.
It's like, it's me.
So what was your entire experience? Was it Amway?
It was Amway, yeah.
Oh damn!
I don't know if I should cut it out.
I kind of
don't even care.
Yeah, fuck Amway. We all know what it's like, guys. But yeah,
So how'd you get out of it?
I just ghosted them.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
They don't lock you in with like you have to pay every month and whatever else. Yeah.
But they made me buy like I kind of knew it was a scam because before that somebody tried to recruit me for that.
Right.
And like the keywords were like financial freedom and buy your parents a house.
Yeah.
And all of this, right? So I'm just like, hey, let me play along. So I went to the meeting.
Sounds kind of good.
Yeah.
Well, I would like a BMW actually. Yeah.
So I went to their meeting. It was like Joe said.
Yeah.
3 hours long, and I'm just like, yo, like I've heard this all before. And then like right after the meeting was done, the guy who tried to recruit me like came up to me and was like, brother, how is it? Have you been inspired? I'm like, yeah. And I'm just like,
I've been something. Yeah.
I just don't have any money right now. And he's like, okay, you can ask your friends. If they were your friends, they'd help you out.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like,
And it
what?
begins. And we're off to the races.
Let's use
Yeah.
them as resources.
I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't know. They're kind of broke too.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be recruited for anything. They're just looking for jobs. And I'm like, okay, what about your parents? I'm like,
oh, my parents? Why are you going to drag them
I'm
into
like,
this?
but they're the ones that I want to buy the car for, right? I don't know. Like, it's all this money. They're like, don't worry, it's a small sacrifice.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, God. I'm like, okay,
Gods.
fine. So I kind of just like paid the $200.
Oh, you paid $200 to get in.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
it was basically like a box of like
what?
all the products samples that I could sell to people.
What were the samples? Because
Oh.
my understanding is
There was like energy drinks.
I thought
like
they were
little
a financial company.
no.
Okay.
This was like so the company that they work under, it was called Brit Worldwide. But they worked for like Amway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the people that was like kind of controlling them were like these people that just had
wow.
like other people under them.
It's another pyramid
Yeah,
scheme.
so
It's
like
a pyramid
the
in a
people that
pyramid.
were
It's like a pyramid section.
so the guy so the guy that was trying to recruit me, he got recruited by his brother, and his brother got recruited by this wife and husband.
Okay.
And like they would have meetings at their house like every Friday night.
Oh wow.
And you would just see everybody that was in their network under them.
That's
See,
terrifying.
those are
It
the
was
people
a
that
lot
are
of
making
people.
money.
Yeah,
They're actually making money.
like the wife and the husband.
As long as you're at the top of the pyramid, you're making money.
Yeah.
making
That's
money. They
basically
had a
it.
check for $725,000.
What, like framed on their wall?
No, like in their like little cupboard. I'm like, what's I'm like, what's stopping
You're
me
peeping
from
through
like,
it?
Yeah, just yoink. Thank you. I'll buy a house. Thank you very
in
much.
my house now?
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I know they can't cash that because
Did they just have it on display?
yeah, they had it on display,
so
and they would
weird.
be like,
Wow.
"This is what you can get." I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
I was
then
like, bro,
that's
you
not-
haven't even
And I'm
got it
like,
yet. Take it out the
Yeah,
frame.
and I'm
Like
like,
Photoshop
you haven't
that
even
bitch.
cashed this. Like,
Yeah.
Have you cashed?
I'm like, would you just have this bitch on display? Like,
Yeah, I'm just like,
just
what the
cash
hell?
the bitch, you know?
Oh my
Right? And I'm like,
God.
why would you have like, even if it's a real check, why
Yeah.
would you have that on display?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
they need it because they're
We-
using like tactics
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
They're like, like, guys, you could do this too.
The
Like, I'm in this big
Yeah.
ass house. In this big ass house. Like, a
Yeah,
big
their house
ass
was
check.
massive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like,
it
it
was
was
just
yo, it was-
BMW in the driveway
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
All you're doing is making them more rich.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Like this house is built out of money, actually. Yeah.
Your money.
Yeah, your money.
Yeah,
you
once I
fucking
saw that, I
pleb.
was like, good lord.
Like,
Oh
I was
my
like, my
God.
$200
Yeah. So you're walking around with your little energy drinks. Like, anyone want to buy some?
Oh, they were shit.
Trying to
energy
sell to
drinks,
them.
Yeah. Wow, what a tough crowd.
Ugh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh my God, just drink the energy drinks and be done with it. Yeah.
So, and then what was that, like a week in? Is it Amway? You
That was
met up
like
with them?
3 weeks in.
Okay, and then
Until
what
the
happened
point where I'm
after
just
that?
like, hey guys, like they added me into some group chat.
Oh yeah, and
And
there's
I would
like
just
90
go,
people in.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'll be like, can come tonight. They'd be like, come on. And everyone in the group chat would be like, you have to come.
Oh really?
I'm like, good.
What a supportive group. Yeah. Holy shit.
Until the point where I just like turned off the notifications for them.
That
Yeah.
sounds so
And
stressful.
then they removed
yeah.
me from the group. I was like,
Yes.
But then
Don't
so you're
waste your
200
time.
down. You're 200 down.
yeah,
right?
but I mean, like, I got a job
Yeah.
at the
But you
airport
got
later.
out. You got your freedom back.
Yeah.
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 And I finally, made that money back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. So you're still working there at the moment?
No, now I work at Amazon.
Oh, do you? Amazon.
Yeah, what'd you do for Amazon?
We're actually at a delivery station.
Okay.
So we're not in
cool.
the big, massive like fulfillment
Warehouse?
centers. Yeah, that
Yeah.
you see on the news all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
We're a
cool.
delivery station. So and we're a small delivery station.
Oh, nice.
So we only do like the downtown core and maybe a little bit of the east side of Toronto.
Okay.
But it's not too bad.
Is it fun? Like, is it a lot of fucking around? I imagine, like...
No.
Is it not? It's, like, really serious?
Yeah.
I think all factories are kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be like you guys having food fights. You're
No,
like, oh, this
I
package went
wish.
missing, and
Yeah,
you're like
yeah.
taking pictures
It's
of
like
each
a
other with a
dildo.
brand. Yeah.
I
You're,
will
like,
say
looking at
there's
people's
some weird
packages.
packages that we've gotten
Oh, yeah?
that should be in a box instead of just slapping a shipping label on it.
Just
Do you
a
have,
big
do you
old
have an
dildo.
NDA to? You have a non-disclosure agreement? Like you can't talk
no,
about it?
it's okay. I can talk about
Okay.
it.
Yay, what's the weirdest thing you
see?
found?
So the weirdest thing I ever saw was, okay, you know the whole like PDSM
Yeah.
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 category?
Yeah. Know
So-
it. I'm part of it. We were in the group chat, 90 people.
So there was like this, I guess it's for men or it could be for women,
Okay.
but it's when the man wants to be dominated. So he'll wear like a whole like gimp suit.
Oh, yes.
With like a chain and a
Whoa.
mat.
Like a leather
And like a little
Yeah.
zip on the mouth kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah,
one of those.
and it's like only like showing the eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a full like leather suit.
Leather bucket.
Yeah,
Damn.
and the guy on
Yeah.
it was like on his knees, like on the mat going.
Oh,
It was
my God.
insane.
Was there like a girl holding a leash?
No,
Oh,
it was
okay.
just the
Not
guy,
yet.
but there was a leash though, a chain.
Oh, there was a
leash.
leash.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Wow.
oh my god, and I'm like, that should have been put in a box.
Yeah. Oh, this just means we're at half an hour.
Yeah, we're half an hour ago.
The
30
camera
more
then
minutes.
goes
Yeah,
back again.
resets.
Yeah.
It's already been half an hour. Okay,
I know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It
That was
goes
like
back.
10
It goes by so
Literally.
quickly.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
but yeah,
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff.
Oh my god. Yeah, you definitely like. Would you ever use any of that for your stand-up stuff? Like, you must have so many
Yeah,
stories from
right.
working in
yeah.
this place.
Actually,
Yeah.
I will say that like just like the people that I work with,
Yeah.
like, even like the supervisors and the managers, like
Mm-hmm.
interactions with them are just they're golden. The way I see people just work,
Yeah.
and like it's a very simple job, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some people like to complicate it,
Like how
or
so?
like don't know what they're doing, and I'm like, yo.
You're just putting things in a box.
Yeah, literally. Or like for
We're shipping
us,
things that are already in shipment.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we're literally just like putting packages into a bag,
Yeah.
and you're just scanning it, right?
Right.
And like even to that,
Yeah.
To
So
them,
people
it's
like
like,
pouring
that's
milk in the
hard.
bag. Like, am I doing it right? Yeah.
literally, it's I'm just
I can see you sort of like
there,
folding at me like,
Yeah.
the managers are kind of just like there's what I realized from like working there is like even if you're in management, you're still an employee no matter what.
You think
Oh, yeah.
so?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because you're always going to be answering to somebody.
Yes.
Like the people, like my manager, if something happens on the floor, he's gonna get shit from the guy above him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, because like a lot of the things that we do, they're a lot of metric based. So everything is online.
Right.
Everything goes to like the highest level instantly. So if
Right.
somebody, has a missort or there's a package missing,
Yeah.
it goes through all levels.
Oh, snap.
And then that guy's yelling at this guy, that guy's yelling at this guy, that guy's yelling at this guy.
Oh,
all the way
my
to Jeff
God.
Bezos.
Yeah.
So he has just like a million emails.
Yeah.
I will say, like, my manager did tell me that he receives and sends about 2,000 emails per day.
Jeff Bezos.
No, my
Oh.
manager.
Oh my
At
God,
the
yeah.
station.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
Just
just
CCing
like,
Jeff
good
Bezos in all of
lord.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Why
please can I
was there a
pee?
package
Please can I pee?
There's somebody
Yeah,
complaining about a
that's
dildo missing.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard this with Amazon. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
But do it.
I heard it's like really bad working conditions. Like
I
they don't
was
let
just
you pee.
gonna ask.
Okay, that's
You know?
that's a good question. Okay, I will
Yes.
say this from my experience. I've never had that.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah,
good to hear.
but the thing is, like, I will say, when you hear this information, it's always coming from the States.
Oh,
Yes.
so Canada's
Yeah.
fine.
Canada's fine. The thing is, like,
They also have like pretty stringent work labor laws
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
In the US, it's like fuck you if you're poor.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, think about the population, right? The U.S. is like 370 million or so,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then Canada's like 35 million.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's just amount of packages and amount of work that their workers have to put up with versus us.
right.
And especially because like we're a delivery station where we only get packages if people order it, and we only
Right.
do a certain area.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you were working, at one of the bigger warehouses in Canada,
Yeah.
you'd have to like get everybody's order,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be more work for you.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for my personal experience, it's not that bad,
okay.
It's not that bad.
Cool.
and the benefits are
Jeff
tremendous.
Bezos has a gun
Sweet.
behind him.
Oh, 100%.
I'm
Yeah.
not
There's a sniper right outside.
He just got
pointing
2,000
right at
emails
his
within the last minute.
You
Yeah.
heard this.
I always think of Bezos as like, do you remember that bit in Dark Knight where like they've got all the TV screens and he can see the Joker and they're using like a sonar
yes,
system?
yes.
I imagine that's what Jeff Bezos
Oh, yeah,
has
just
got.
watching
Probably.
Yeah.
all the Amazon warehouses.
Oh my
like,
God,
all
yeah.
around the world.
He's just
People,
watching
like,
all of his employees breathe.
See
Dude,
people
I don't
scratching their ass.
He's like, not on company time.
Wait, he's not even working. He doesn't own
No,
Amazon
he's not the
anymore.
CEO anymore.
No.
Yeah, he
Some
sold
other
it,
guy.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, still mega minted though. Holy shit, world's first trillionaire.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you know if you had 1 million seconds, you'd have 11 and a half days. If you had 1 billion seconds, you'd have 31 and a half years. But if you had
Yeah.
1 trillion seconds, you'd have 31,721 years. That's how
31,000 years.
that's how much money Jeff Bezos has. It's unreal.
So
Wait, so if you have 1 billion,
If you have 1 billion seconds, then you have 31 and a half years.
yeah.
If you have 1 million seconds, you have 11 and a half days. But if you have 1 trillion seconds, just to put it into perspective, a millionaire is 11 and a half days. A trillionaire is 31,721 years.
good lord.
That's like you have a million.
Yeah.
How many zeros is that? 15
I have
zeros.
no
12?
clue.
For a trillion?
For no, I'm getting that really wrong. 1 million is 6. A billion is 9. It's 12. 12 zeros.
12.
12 zeros.
See, at that point, like, it's just you don't need to do anything.
You
You don't need to work anymore. But
No.
all the work you
you
do.
have more money than some economies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the work you do is just kind of just to fulfill yourself at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think you can hit that same thing just you as an individual with like I think 1 million. 5 million. Like, if you have $1 million, there's
Yeah.
this whole thing called Fire. I don't know if you're familiar with the
Fire Festival. I've definitely heard of
you
Fire.
know Fire Festival.
I know Fire in general.
Fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Have you guys heard of
I think we
water?
could start a fire.
Yeah.
There's
Earth,
this thing
air.
called the Fire Community. Financially
Okay.
independent, retire early. You guys heard of it?
Oh no.
No.
It's like this whole community online, made by this guy named Mr. Money Mustache, where essentially he was it's popular in the tech industry because they make a lot of money,
Of course.
and then they put it all into index funds. Well, basically, when they get like 1.5 million,
Yeah.
you put it into index funds. You withdraw like 50,000 a year. You could just live off the rest of your life without working.
Nice.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It's called Lean Fire with 700K, and it also depends where you live. And same thing, Fat Fire with like 5 million.
Okay.
5 million. So Fat Fire is like you don't have to worry about anything else for the rest of your life. Like once you have $5 million, like within reason,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want.
You just live off the interest, basically.
Yeah, 1.5 is like living like a regular life, 50,000.
Yeah.
But that's my financial goal.
That'd be
personally.
sweet.
1.5, and then after that, just quit everything.
And then just 50 grand, and like you're not leading an insanely luxurious life, but
Yeah.
you have all this time to do whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do whatever you want.
So if you guys did hit fire, what would you guys do with your time? Just to fulfill yourself, nothing to do with money.
Okay.
I would go to school, honestly, and just
Yeah?
learn
Yeah.
about whatever I wanted to learn.
Like
about.
what?
Yeah.
Like what
Just
would?
like writing, English. Just do all the like arts. Do
Yeah.
all the liberal arts.
Yeah.
That can get you a job, apparently. But I would just do
But you
that.
wouldn't need a job.
Exactly. That's why I would do
That's
it.
it. Yeah.
I'd be here. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just here for fun and to learn.
Mhm.
Everyone here, like, I want to be a professor.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
It's like I want to start my career. You're like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's all learn, you know.
I don't give a shit.
I'd probably just go to school for the rest of my life.
Oh my god, that would be
You
so
wouldn't
cool though.
pay classes.
You wouldn't do the
Yeah.
acting stuff. Like
Maybe not. Or maybe I'd start a
Really?
production company.
that'd be
Yeah,
and
if you had
I'd
the money.
hire like really good people
Yep.
to just
Don't
shoot
let them
and
pee.
just
Don't let them
explain-
scratch their ass.
Yeah.
But then that's like
That's
you're
true.
creating more work for yourself.
Yeah,
kind
that's
of.
true.
It's true, but if it's something you wanted to do, you could.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. You would have all that time. I would just furiously masturbate. That's all.
I think we talked about
We
it.
talked about
very
it, yeah.
first
I would do that
podcast.
They'd be like, no, I just furiously masturbate. And they're like, you don't need money.
Maybe
Actually,
weeks.
yeah. Like I would
Definitely.
just, there'd be nothing left. It'd be just like a nubbin. I'd be smooth like a Ken doll. I don't know. I really like your idea of just learning a bunch of stuff. I think I'd probably do that. I would still do like, I'm such a narcissist on Instagram, so I'd put way more time and money into that.
Yeah.
I would do a bunch of writing and then just literally wake up every morning and be like, what the fuck do I want to do today?
Yeah,
And
what do I want to
anything.
do today?
Yeah. I could do anything I wanted.
Start it
That would
however I
be
want.
sweet.
I would
I'll-
literally just be making I'd literally just be making YouTube videos and podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do anything else.
Yeah,
besides-
it'd be
probably
fun.
like travel.
Mhm.
Travel.
Oh yeah,
make
travel. I would
videos,
definitely travel.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
podcasts. But
Just
I'm doing
travel
that now.
forever.
I'm doing
That's
that now,
true.
right? So
You're already
it wouldn't-
living your
it literally
dream.
wouldn't
Already
even
living
make a
your dream.
difference.
Yeah, you're already living the dream. Oh my god, is this what it feels like to live the dream? Why
Yeah,
am I so poor
I'm
in my
just
dream?
doing it very poorly, you know, just like barely scraping by. You know?
Oh my
No,
god,
you're
me
doing-
too.
You're doing it. That's what
Yeah,
matters.
you are already doing it.
Yeah. I mean, we're all doing it. You're doing that improv stuff.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
acting stuff. Have
Yeah.
you done any auditions?
No, I
Oh,
really
not
want to
yet,
get
eh?
like I want to do like training for like a year with Second City
Yeah.
before
Nice.
I really put myself out there.
Nice.
Because
Yeah.
like I've put this whole acting improv stand up thing on the back burner since 2013.
Oh really? Yeah.
It's been a long
2013,
time.
whoa.
Yeah.
So wait, what was that like hiatus about?
It was just like because I went to school. I went to
Okay.
school for accounting and accepting the program, signing up for the program, doing the program.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not what I want to do, but this is like a backup plan for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
But because I was too like into acting and
Yeah.
into film and all of that, I was always distracted and I could never really focus on it. And when I did, it just felt like it was just, I hated it.
Yeah.
So the thing is like, I'd even like finish off my program.
Oh really?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I just got so burnt out.
Yeah.
So I left and I told myself I'd come back in a year.
Okay.
But I kind of just found like a job at the airport at the time.
Yeah.
And it was good because at that time I needed money like ASAP.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you just got out of the pyramid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was just like a bunch of shit just falling apart.
Right.
And the
Yeah.
only thing that could save me was like money and work. So I did that for a while. But however, I told myself every year, do this acting thing. Next year would come.
Okay, next year. It's going to be next
year. Yeah, until the pandemic happened, 2020. I was like, no, I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
And then it was so weird. I was working at the airport, and a worker, just a regular conversation, he's like, if you don't do it now, you're never going to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you're actually right.
Yeah.
So, like, right after that conversation, I looked up Second City improv and acting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Saw that classes are only like $375, not too expensive.
Yeah, not too crazy, especially for 2 months worth of learning. Yeah.
So I signed up for that. 1 week later, lockdown happened.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Oh my god, I knew exactly where that timeline was going, and it still shocks me. Yeah, I was like, 2020. That year seems memorable somehow.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, wow, is this like a sign that like?
Is the universe like sent down the plague to stop you from going to Second City?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, god damn it.
You're waiting for like the locusts to appear. Yeah. It's the end of days.
Literally.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I thought this pandemic wasn't going to happen as long as it did.
No, it was like the war. Right?
It was a long time.
Everyone's like, it'll be over by Christmas.
I thought, I thought like maybe like a month they would open up everything.
Yeah, because originally it was just supposed to be 2 weeks. So
yeah. I don't know what happened to 2
fucking years. Yeah, someone wrote that down wrong. It was like 2 years, you say? All right, yeah, sure. Yeah, that was fucked up. It's interesting. I feel like a lot of people in our class sort of did the same thing. They like, you had like the worst poor timing ever. Like that is so. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Like,
it sucks. Yeah.
That you started, it didn't quite like you had to wait 2 years and then do it.
Yeah.
But...
Hey, the thing is, like, I'm kind of grateful for it because it left me with so much time.
Yes. Yeah.
To just like watch a lot of comedy and watch a lot of shows. Before this, I will say I hated The Office.
Oh, really?
I hated it.
I did too. For years.
For years. People would talk about it.
The American Office?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not watching the fucking Office. I'm not gonna watch people in a goddamn office. Like,
and I'm like, Steve Carell. When I would see like Steve Carell, I'd be like, this guy's an idiot, man. Like, what is he doing? And then like people would send me like, no, this is like the funniest clip ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Wow.
This is not it.
Yeah.
I got into it like
you both turned around now and you've seen the light?
I turned around. I had to
thank
watch.
goodness, because I was about to turn you around and the fuck out of my fucking house. You're like, no, you can but leave.
You know what it is? It's like, because when you click on The Office on Netflix, you see 9 seasons.
Yeah.
And then you're like, damn. And then you see that
commitment.
they're all like 20 seasons. So I'm like...
You're like, oh my god.
They're all like 20 episodes, and you're just like, god damn.
It's a lot,
but it goes by so fast. Like they're only like 20 minutes, and like before you know, you're already on season 2.
Yeah.
It's a great show though.
And
it's amazing. It's well written. And
it's brilliant.
Is that your favorite shows?
Oh, out of all the TV shows, Arrested Development is actually my favorite.
Is it? Is that the same people that wrote The Office?
No, it's not. So, Greg Daniels and Michael Schur wrote the Office, and then it was Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant's idea, or like their sort of premise. But they were the guys that created it, and then they also went on to create Parks and Rec, and then they went on to create The Good Place, and so they've used this sort of like mockumentary style in a few different things, but it's they're incredible. And Mindy Kaling, who is on the show, she was a writer. BJ Novak was a writer.
It made me like realize that like she's probably one of like my greatest comedy.
Oh my gosh, she's so cool.
So good. Like, and the fact that like she wrote and produced like probably 90% of that show.
Did she?
She never got
whole
credit
episodes,
for it.
Wait, she didn't get credit for it?
No, until like recently, in the past like 2 years or so, she spoke up about it, and they finally added her credits.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
because I knew that she wrote. I didn't know that she like didn't get the credit for it. That's fucked up.
And apparently like she wrote like most of the show, but like her ideas would always be like rejected. So BJ Novak would have to speak up for her.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's why they have a very close relationship.
It's like
that's
so
cool.
It's like the
Kelly and Ryan.
Oh wow, that's so. I love learning like little things about it. It's so cool. Yeah, I think all of those guys that like did that. They're definitely some comedy heroes and icons for me.
Yeah, I didn't know. See, I didn't realize it was written by stand-ups or like it was written by comedy writers. So I was just like, I don't want to watch an Office. Like I hate it.
Oh, you didn't realize it was a comedy?
Did like I'd just see it as a kid.
Okay.
I would just see it on TV, but I'm like I don't know really what's happening because I'm also a kid. Just
Right.
watching SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So like then I got into it after I finished How I Met Your Mother for like the 17th time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that a good
So
show?
you
I
loved
love
that
How I
show?
Met Your Mother.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit corny and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I fuck with the corniness.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did. Yeah, I didn't we had it in the UK. It was just sort of like one of those shows that would be on all the time every time you turned on the TV. It was like either that or Friends was always on. It was always a rerun. So I've never watched it in order, but I feel like I know everything. I've seen is it 17 seasons you said?
No, I've watched it like 17 times.
Oh, sorry.
It's like 9
Right.
seasons.
Okay.
Similar to The Office in length.
Okay.
And they're all like 20
I've seen
minutes.
a lot of it.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you find Teddy? I find him I find him really annoying.
Teddy?
Do you?
Yeah.
I think
He's
an
the main
asshole?
character.
He's
He's the guy that's like, listen, kids, to this 9-season-long story of How I Met Your Mother, which has nothing to do with your fucking mother. Yeah.
But he's
Really?
like, he's kind of like a little nerdy, a little. You don't like that?
The final season was like it fixed on an entire. I mean, everyone knows about the final season. It was like the first Game of Thrones final season fiasco before Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Everyone was kind of mad about how it ended, but
Don't you think like like the mother was the one,
yeah,
but like Robin and Ted were like soulmates.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was the whole concept that they were trying to do.
It's true. Yes.
So does he regret
I haven't
getting
seen
married to
all
her,
of it.
or?
No, wait, you didn't watch it?
No.
So the mother.
You can
like,
spoil it. I
the
don't
whole
really...
concept of the show is How I Met Your Mother. Like this is the story of How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
But at the end, it turns out the mother was dead. So that's why he's retelling the story. And then the kids are like, Dad, like you've been talking, you've been only talking about our mom since like the last season, which is like only for a bit, but you've been talking about Aunt Robin for so many years. Like you're clearly in love with her. And they're like, no. He's like, no, I'm not. He's like, yeah, Dad. Like you're clearly in love with her. Like Mom's been dead for however many years. Like it's fine. Like we're fine with it. And then he's like he was just like, what should I say to her? And then he's just like, just call her up and say you like her. And he's like, and then he goes and grabs the blue French horn like the first episode.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah, the
that
blue
shit's
French
nice.
horn.
That's just I like it.
Wow.
It's still my favorite TV show.
Oh my
Office
god.
is a second though.
Okay.
Sure,
Second. Office is
Yeah.
definitely like in my top 10.
Yeah, it's really, really. Christ, I should have just called that show like "Kids, Can I Bang Your Aunt?" Basically, just gonna please let me bang Aunt Robin.
I think the meet cute thing with Jim and Pam was better. Than,
Yeah, that
than
was.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
They
Jim
did that
and
really
Pam,
well.
I felt more authentic.
Oh, iconic.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
had like a work crush or anything like that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work in an office as well, so like those places were just rife for it because you couldn't actually like be yourself. You had to be like a modified version of yourself. So it was when people fancied each other, it was like, oh, you see the real me, and it became like really. I never had like a workplace romance, but I watched a bunch of them.
I watched,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen
I was
you
like,
when
one
I've
day
had
it'll
a
be
few,
me.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, crazy. And like all these, like, did you ever have like an affair or anything like that?
No.
Oh, we did. It was
Oh,
fun.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, eh?
Yeah, the drinking culture in the UK mixed with like really, really long hours that we would work just meant there was like a little tinderbox for something to happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there weren't loads, but there was just like a couple, and we worked in a place that had the whole building had maybe like 500 employees, and then the whole company had 5,000. So there's like loads and loads of people.
Yeah.
So there was always one or two that you knew, or you knew someone who knew someone who whatever. But yeah, but oh, speaking of love, is that wine? Hello. Oh. Nope, just kidding.
Okay.
She should be coming in any minute now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it ever like? So it was kind of. Was it like The Office in the UK, where like you guys hang out after work and stuff? Or,
All the time.
yeah.
All the time, yeah.
Really?
It was, yeah. So, like, in London, everyone lives, like, no one really lives in London unless you're sort of, like, in your 20s or your 30s, maybe.
Okay.
And you've got, like, a condo, or we call them a flat. You've got a flat to yourself.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of those sort of, like, up and coming at the moment, but it's not the same as Toronto, where like everyone's living on top of each other. Central Zone 1 London is like in Zone 1 London around St. Paul's especially, nothing can be bigger or taller than St. Paul's, which is basically 4 stories.
Oh, I see.
So there's no buildings around St. Paul's, which is quite a huge area in Zone 1 London. So no one really lives there. So everyone is always like drinking, then getting on a train to go somewhere else. Like my mum and dad lived an hour and a half away from London, and that was normal to do a 3-hour commute there and back every day. So you'd usually finish work at like whatever time you finished. It was never 5 p.m. It was always like 7 or 8.
Wow.
On the when you signed the contract, did it say 9 to 5?
It said 9 to 5 with a full hour's lunch break, and I would get there at 8 and I would work until 8, and that was a standard day.
Wow.
Every day.
And that was just normal.
That was normal. If like, and also I worked for a construction consultancy company, so they would only like clients would hire us when something was going wrong, or they didn't want anything to go wrong with a big problem project that they had. Which meant that like we were always brought in when something was going really wrong, so it was never really going right. In our job, so like it was very normal that people would work until 2 a.m. I worked until like the earliest hours. Oh,
and
all the time.
Get there for 8?
Oh yeah.
Would they pay you like overtime?
Yeah, would they?
No,
What?
dude.
Bro,
yeah.
Selling your life.
That's
Yeah.
that is
Dude,
employment.
there was. I'm not kidding.
That's
There
not
was an
even worth
entire week where I worked from 2 in the morning. Sorry, yeah, from 7 until 2 in the morning. Went home, slept, showered, and then came back, and I slept for 4 hours every night for a week.
Yeah, see, that's
Like it's obviously
not.
not normal.
Get out of
yeah.
that? What do you get out of that?
It was crazy. They were like, well, we got money, so that was great. But there were people who were like 30 and their hair was like just all but gone. People were having like full on grey streaks, and like everyone there looked 10 years older than they actually were.
Good
See,
lord.
Yeah. Except for my friends, if you're watching, hey. We were young and cool and we all went out drinking. Yeah. The drinking culture is huge in the UK.
It's huge
as
in the
well.
UK.
Everyone
yeah.
drinks there. Basically,
Everyone.
right?
And I was in the industry that was... my industry was the second biggest drinking industry.
What was first?
So first, which is hilarious. The second one, it's construction. That's what I was in. The first one, recruitment for construction.
Wow.
No word of a lie. Yeah. So like
I
we
thought
were
it
in
would
the
be
top
like
2.
finance or something.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
like some brewing.
You would think, right? But like construction,
Gotta
there's
test the
always everyone's just drinking all the time. All the time.
Why is that? Why do you think?
I think it's like it's a very male dominated industry, and then also just like I don't know. I think it's because everyone already drinks.
Oh, okay.
Like you join it, and like there's so many people already drinking. It's just I don't know. But yeah, that was my life in construction. It was insane, and I'm happy to sort of close that door and not go back to it for a little while.
What
'cause
was
that's
the
so mental.
office like for you guys? Was it like the American office? You guys hang out and stuff?
What was it like for you? Yeah.
Me, I didn't work in an office at all.
You were only there for like 2
so
weeks.
Yeah.
so the MLM
Yeah.
was the office.
No, it was somebody's basement.
Oh, you're
Oh.
kidding.
The guy that
okay.
recruited me, I guess he didn't have enough money to get.
Oh, so what
You're
were
like,
you
what
doing?
a great
in this role?
what a great presentation.
Right?
Say
It
that.
Yeah.
was horrible. Well, they brought me to a hotel to present and stuff. But
Okay.
like,
What?
he
What did you
brought
present?
me the whole like speech of like
Oh, of the.
Yeah, the
So you
introduction.
became one of the recruiters.
yeah no
Like.
yeah
Okay.
yeah,
If the police are
signed up.
listening, no, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my recruiter, the guy who recruited me, he kind of just taught me everything in the basement of his parents' house.
Oh, no
Which
way.
I didn't like.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually in an MLM Forex one. You know, foreign exchange. I was
Yep.
in that one of those. The guy invited me to a conference in a hotel, blah blah, like in one of those lobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the guy was literally like, there's so many fucking people in there. There's all like not teenagers, young 20s.
Yeah, young
Yeah.
people, like
Yeah,
18,
that's a big
19,
one.
20.
He's like literally creating like a pyramid and like writing names down. He's like, if you recruit this, you recruit this, you recruit this. You know, like the guy who recruited me was nice. Like he was a cool
Yeah, they're
dude.
always nice and they're very kind.
But it's just like,
But that's how they get you.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
it's just like an unethical business. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Oh my
guess
God,
if you
yeah.
Being,
if
like,
you know
super
you're
fake.
if you know
Yeah,
you're in
like
it,
hunting people.
yeah, like The guy who recruited me actually passed away though.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Rest
so-
in peace.
I know. So
Is that karma?
Yeah.
God works in mysterious ways. No, but like rest in peace, family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But
Poor
I
guy.
just found it so fucked after.
Did he die rich or did he die poor? That's what we want to know.
I think he died like.
Did he
going
die
fast
financially
in,
free?
Fast in like a fancy car. I actually think he was in a car crash.
Oh, no
wow.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's,
Oh,
like, nice
I take
car.
it all back.
I
He
think-
died financially free and seatbelt free.
Yeah, I don't know. 6 minutes
Air ride
left.
free, apparently.
Fire questions.
6
I mean,
minutes.
fire questions.
We can.
Rapid questions.
Yeah, we can do. Should we do rapid fire questions? How do you
Okay,
feel?
sure.
5
Ready?
minutes. More
Go.
5 minutes. More 5 minutes.
Okay, more 5 minutes. Favorite comic?
Favorite comic, Hassan Minhaj,
Oh,
which I'm
yeah.
gonna go see on Saturday.
Whoa.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
That's
He's
gonna be
finally coming to
awesome.
Toronto. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Oh my god, incredible.
What do you like about him?
Oh yeah.
I like how he's just more like animated.
Okay.
And like his punchlines like really hit. And
Mm.
he talks about funny stuff. Like what it's like to grow up like brown.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
what it's like to date like a white girl.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're brown, which
Yeah.
funny.
yeah.
He does a lot of political stuff as well, right?
Yeah,
'Cause he
his
was on-
Patriot Act is really good.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah,
he
that was
pokes
really
fun
good.
at like the simplest concepts that
Mhm.
like the U.S. Congress makes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and amongst like other things like hypebeast culture.
Mm.
Oh,
student
yeah?
rights and all that.
Yeah, he's really, really good. I really like him.
Yeah.
Sorry, another question. Stand-up comedy, hobby or profession? Like, is it something you want to pursue professionally or just something you want to do in your spare time?
For now, it's a hobby,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
eventually, I would like to make this
Mhm.
profession.
Yeah, start getting paid from it.
How many years would you say you'd want that in? Like this year, next year, 2 years, 3 years?
Definitely do the practice, like get material, write material now,
Yep.
Yeah.
work on it, go to open mics, and then probably pursue it full time next year.
Nice.
Actor
Yeah.
more or comic more? Would you say?
I'd have to say comic.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's something about me where I hate having to memorize lines.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny because you're memorizing jokes.
I mean, like,
yeah.
the memorizing the set is like something that you wrote, right?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, think of like what you would say if you mess up, right?
Right.
Whereas like
Yeah.
with the script, it's something that somebody else wrote.
Mm,
And you just have to
mm.
memorize it. And you have to memorize each and every person line.
Yeah.
That's right.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, like the other person will be like, your turn.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what was my line?
yeah.
and like-
Can I not just write my own lines?
Yeah,
Anyone
and
want
I'm
to hear
like,
my
why
set?
can't I just write my own stuff? And that's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not what we're paying you for.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, a year from now, where do you see yourself in terms of stand-up?
In terms of stand-up, hopefully doing like a full show.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Maybe not headlining, but definitely like in the professional realm. I
Yeah.
guess.
It's a great segue
Yeah.
into the show we're trying to do, which is not called the Unaverage Show. But
No, we have to come up with a
we
new
have to
name
come up
for
with a
it.
new name
Good lord.
'cause we met up with a comic who said, who gave us a bunch of info, a bunch of information. We do have dates.
Yep.
Just don't know the name of the show.
Yeah.
But it will be in the description below. And
Exactly.
You guys can go watch it. Any closing remarks? Anything you
This
want to
was
say?
really fun. This is my first podcast that I'm doing.
So fun,
And like, I
yeah.
just have to say that like I've always wanted to be on a podcast. I've
Oh,
always
yeah?
wanted to do stand-up, and the fact that like I knocked those two out
So much fun.
before like the end of June.
Yeah.
And this is the new year, and I just can't wait to
Fuck
see.
yeah.
All
Thank you
right.
guys for
Yeah,
having me.
Sean. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you
on.
guys for
I
having
love
Alright,
this.
Thanks for watching the Unaverage Podcast episode 21.
21.
Stay on average, fools.
Woo, bye.
Deuces.